Whew. Hey, good morning, everyone. Dave Wilson, Results Staffing. I just want to make sure that it's coming up live on LinkedIn here, and then I'll get going. Let's see. All right. Well, I hope it's live on here on LinkedIn. Listen, this morning I was trying to think of some subjects to talk about. Here we are. It is live. There we go. All right. And I'll get going. Now I got to turn this off. 1 second. This is the great thing about lives. Learn to shut your Bluetooth off. There we go. Okay. Okay. I wanted to talk to this morning about light industrial and what's going on in the Lehigh Valley with the logistics centers and staffing and what I've seen and to give you some suggestions that I think that would really help is, if you're a VP right now, regional director, CEO, you should be listening to different things like this because the workforce is going to change. These next 2 months, I see it, and I'm sure you do see, but you know what's coming. When you look at the job boards on social media right now, right? I just shake my head because $12 an hour, start tomorrow, right? Does that really sound interesting? Come on down, bring your steel-toed shoes, no drug screen this time, that doesn't make sense. There's nothing positive in those ads, nothing, no positive things of why I would want to come to work for you. And I've done it before. I'm not going to sit here. I've been guilty. I've done that before because you need the client comes to you and says, we need 25 people to start tomorrow. Wow. Really? You didn't know that 2 weeks prior. You knew it, right? But what I hear all the time is, well, that's not our problem. It's yours. No, it's not just our problem. It's your problem too, as a client, and you're a team. If you're not sitting back right now like we are, this is the time to change right now. If you're not thinking of new processes right now, while the recruiters are sitting home and working virtual, let me tell you, you are going to be struggling, and I can't even explain it because the social media ads that I look at, again, just a picture, no images anymore. All the groups in the Lehigh Valley are all the same because I share the same thing. Share it. How's it working? It's some of it's not. It's the same companies in the Lehigh Valley over and over that I've reached out to. Same ones. And I'm going to give you some examples of how to improve it after this. I'm not venting, but I'm going to take my time on this because I want to show you the value of what I'm going to say after this to help you. And I'm not saying I'm the best at it, but I've come up with some pretty creative ideas. So everybody thinks money. Let's take this virus out of it. Let's $2 more an hour. Okay. Especially over in Bethlehem, you have 5-6 logistics centers, right? You don't realize with social media how to get that message out to take that person from one spot and just move them to the other. They're paying $2 more an hour. Wow, if you put that on social media, you know where the temporary candidates are going? Do you blame them? Seriously, do you blame the candidates, the temporary workers, that they're going to go across the street for $2 an hour? Right? Because they don't hear the positive things about what you're offering. And listen, I know all the companies in the Lehigh Valley. I'm just going to say it because my prior employer, 14 of the top companies, logistics centers. And again, I wasn't the perfect person. It was just to body fill some of the orders. It was just fill the orders. Just listen, they're only going to complain. You're going to get that call on Monday, from the HR director. What happened? I filled bodies because that's all I knew how to, because the training that the staffing companies give, but it's not their fault all the time because they're cut back on a lot of different things. The recruiters that I had, they were hard workers, right? Very hard. And you pushed them, but there was no time. You eliminate a job. Let's just say an example of your receptionist. Well, let's cut back. Let's cut back a salary of $15 an hour. We don't need a receptionist anymore. Let me tell you, that does not work, because I wanted to concentrate on other different things. And as a manager, you could probably see where I'm going with this. You don't have to cut people to save money all the time at the bottom line. You don't, because there were so many other ways that you could fix that problem instead of just get rid of the person. That's loyalty. That really makes me want to come and work for your company. Again, I'm going to show you some positive things at the end here. So my suggestion on whoever's posting the jobs, right? Be positive about it. Explain, now is the time for both logistics centers and staffing agencies. If you're not making this change right now, now's the time to show us why candidates would want to work for you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Why would I want to go to work for one company versus the other? And I'm going to give you an example of this. My daughter, I love her to death. She's 29. She's making like $4 less an hour than some of the other companies. And I said to her the other day, I said, Tosh, Dad does staffing. I have a lot of great contacts. Lowe's. I want Lowe's. She wants to work at Lowe's in Phillipsburg. But anyway, I said to her, I said, I could get you to work $3 to $4 more an hour. And this is no lie. She said, Dad, she says, I like it there. I like the people. I like the management. This is Tractor Supply. Yeah, Tractor Supply. This is a shout out for you. She likes to work there. I haven't heard those words, and it's not just because of my daughter. And I was like, wow, $3, $4 less an hour this kid's making. And she said to me, I like working there. I don't want to leave. And she travels an extra, get this, she travels 30 minutes when she could travel to Lowe's in Phillipsburg for 10 minutes, right? $3, $4 less an hour. But on that part, just think about that. She likes where she works. So to me, that really made me sit back, and I was like, wow, can you imagine if let's just use Coke and Pepsi. I like utilizing that. Coca-Cola, they're telling you all the positive things why you want to work for us, right? It might be $1 less an hour, and Pepsi's not saying much. They're paying like $2 or $3 more. But if you had the information, right, wouldn't it be nice knowing that they give you something extra, I don't know, during lunch, or, these quirky little things that companies do, fun events, that it brings the team together. Again, team. Not full-time, not temporary. I do not like that word. When I was a Kelly girl, yes, I was a Kelly girl. And this was back 2000. I think it was in 2000. I always wanted to try that wording, temporary, and name it associates. I would not, when somebody said to me, I need 4 temps, I would be, no, they're associates. They have a job. They work for either me, they work for a staffing agency. They are working, period. There's no difference from you, me, or a full-time person. Because until you've been in that position, and a lot of people are right now, when you need that job, right, who do you go to? Who do you go? You go to a staffing company. That's what I would do. See, if I lost my job, the last 3 jobs that I was able to obtain, I went to all the staffing companies and I told them, listen, this is what I wanted. I worked for Manpower, Kelly Girl, all them. And this is my wants. This is what I need. This is the hourly rate. They wouldn't call me unless they had that. Why would they? And that's how I got my jobs. That's how I'm just telling my personal story. Don't take it like that way. But on a Sunday night, my last employer got that call from Kim, right? Come on down. Look at that. Spent a lot of years. That's on the staffing. So if you're not thinking right now, and I'm getting to the next subject of how you're going to change, right? How? If you're watching this and whether you've signed off, but how are you going to change? Now I'm going to give you some good examples on how, and I really believe it can help and show value to you. So I call it the new candidate pool, because let's face it, I see it, it. People have lost their jobs, and I feel so bad because I hear it every day. Every time I want to help everybody, I get calls, and people are upset. And listen, I wish I could help every single person out there, but I don't have the jobs for the light industrial. For me to staff for light industrial, there's no money. Sorry. The only value I can show there for staffing in light industrial is if I can send the candidates and just get billed that way. I mean, because at the markup in the regions right now, there's no money. I'm going to might as well just lose it right out the door, the revenue. That's on my end. But the new candidate pool. So listen to me here. This is where we get positive now. This is where I'm going to go total positive on how you can improve to get more candidates. All right. New candidate pool. This is one thing I did yesterday, and let me tell you, it really worked. You know how Indeed and Career Builder, I utilize Career Builder. I like Career Builder. I know the other person out there and say they're old. You still use them. But Career Builder offers a lot, just like Indeed. Listen, you can tap all you want on Indeed. Let me know. I know what it costs. So just keep tapping, right? Just keep doing that. But my point there is, so I went back, right, to 1,489 candidates yesterday. 1,489. All the way back, right, on all the expired jobs and candidates. And with everything, think about it, with everything going on, the percentages of them are pretty high that they're looking for work. So I wanted to put something positive. I did 25 emails out of clip. That's all you could do. 25. And I wrote a personal message. My name is Dave at Results Staffing. Now just listen, I'm just going to tell you the truth. That's it. I've seen you apply for my job 6 months ago. Maybe you need help right now. I offer a video resume service, right? And then I said, I'm not going to promise you a job, but at least if you do this video resume or reach out to me, I'll tell you right now companies that are hiring, because I've been in helping mode right now. I stopped recruiting right now for light industrial because it's just nobody wants the candidates that I have to give them. Just being honest. There's 3 companies that I am going to take care of so very well in the Lehigh Valley, and they knew who they are. After all this is done, they are going to get my 100% support, and I don't care if it's free. I am going to continue to send them candidates, and because it only takes me a short time. But let me get back on that note. So the new candidate pool. So I copied, right? And I said a personal note, cut and paste, but I did put their first names, right? And sent it out. And you would have seen, out of 25, I'm going to say about 14 of them to 15 responded back. Thank you so much. And I got like 22 video resumes yesterday to do. 22. Now, I don't even know these people. These are candidates from 6 to 8 months ago. So think about what you have in your email box right now. And put it this way, don't break it down. It doesn't matter if it's forklift drivers, supervisors, because remember, the supervisor probably did the forklift driver job, right? And he probably has lost a job right now, and he doesn't know what he's going to do. So maybe he'll go back to drive forklifts. So think about that, 25 at a time. That's it. All those candidates have reached back out to me. Now, and again, I was honest, because a lot of companies right now, and I hear it, you know who they are. I'm not going to call them out. I should, right? I'm on live right now, but I just got LinkedIn Live, so I want to be able to keep it and keep this educational. But think about it. If you don't have the jobs right now, it's okay to say no, that you don't. It really is, because I think the candidates really respect that more right now. Just the honesty, because your name is on the line. I am not going to sit here and tell you that I have jobs that I don't have. No, because the respect, and follow up is priceless to me right now, because they're gonna recommend me, because he's honest. All right. I'm not saying everybody else isn't, but it's okay to say, sorry, we don't, but I know somebody who does. So think of that. The next one. Now, this is the greatest. Listen, social media, I could sit here for an hour. So go back into your social media messages, right? Now, I know marketing's loving this. Sorry, marketing. Go back. If you have 300 messages, right? Just in the last couple of days that people have messaged you that you haven't heard from. Scroll down, keep scrolling down, right? Scroll down, copy and paste the message, but a personable one, not just the generated one, just a personal one, right? Go on each one message, copy it, put their first name in there, right? Because you're still talking, because it's tedious. It's one after another. But if you spend 2 hours after 5 o'clock at night, 6 o'clock, I'm telling you, this is why I talk about the new change, because you are able to talk to people because you've gone back. And this isn't no secret. Those people who know me, the recruiters that worked with me, go back, right? Because maybe out of those 100 from months and months and months ago that were really missed, because you missed the clients, you missed them all, you missed all the messages. Guilty. I would do that. I didn't even think. Reach back out. Message them. Hey, listen, it's, Dave of Results Staffing. Listen, I know of 2 companies right now, because that's what I'm doing for 2 companies right now. And they know who they are. Brenningsville and Easton right now. Listen, I know these companies are hiring. They're really, really good. Their pay rates well. I know them personally. I really believe in my heart that you're going to get a full-time job if you go there. So I've reached out to all those candidates. Go back as far as you want. Go back a year. Majority of people don't change their social media pages, maybe the names. So that's another idea. This next one, all right, is going to really help you. There's 3 tools that I like to utilize. Text us, okay? The social media, we know that. Constant contact. Now you heard me, constant contact. So when you're talking to them, tell them to give Dave Wilson of Results Staffing free for 1 year. That's it. I'll promote the hell out of them. But it works. So think about that. I'm going to give you 3. This is the positive things that are really great about this. So right now I have Text Us, right? I can send out 500. They have given me access, right? They're a great company. They're my success story, right? Because if it wasn't for Text Us, I would not be here today. And I can honestly say that because I smile on my face. I cannot wait to interview them, which is hopefully next week. They changed my life and career path. And I'm going to give you an example why. All right. So you have the companies in bulk, right? Now I'm going to walk you through this. It's real important. Listen to it. We need 500 people. Okay. Text Us was brought in. Wow. Everybody didn't want to utilize it. You didn't. It was like, oh man, it's something new. You were like, whoa, oh God, here's another thing we have to do, right? Constant contact came in. And I'll never forget Francis. Francis is like, this is so easy, right? So easy. All these emails and between my social media, how do you put it all together, right? How do you connect the dots, right? Not just one, because think about that as a team. As a team, right? Connect the dots. Your client, your candidates, your recruiters, you work together and you win, right? So, all right. So we need 500 people. So the night before I would take Text Us, right? I would put a message on there and say, we are hiring for these three positions, right? Text the word fork, text the word material, text the word EPJ, text the word warehouse. That's it. Okay. Think about that, right? So the next day you'd come in and all you would see was flow or material. So then you knew what they were applying for. So that cut all the time out. It cut it all out. Now, looking back, I wish I would have done a couple of things a little bit different, but think about that right there. How much time, because you didn't have to say to the candidate, what position are you looking for? You knew, right? So that worked very well. So after a while, people got tired of your texts because your database, remember your database, you can go back as far as you want. You can go back from 2011 and just pull those cell phone numbers up. And Text Us is great because it rejects the ones, right? And, you know, the stop feature, so if they don't want to be, you know, contacted. And so that worked, right? So then they got tired of that. So now go get this. So you go to social media, right? You do the same ads, you run the same ads, and you say, hey, you know, this is our staffing company. We're hiring for this position, right? Text the word flow, text the word here, right, to this number. Right? And guess what? The next day you come in, or even at night, since they didn't, say if they didn't receive you, now these are new candidates, say if they didn't receive you on the Text Us, now they have a new ad on social media. So there you took that again out of it and you brought it all back. So then it would phase down on social media. It would lower down the amount, right? You wouldn't get you saw the results, like it slowed down, your messages slowed down. So it could be like 5 days, right? So then here comes the next one. So you know what? Let's use constant contact. So now constant contact, put in your email, bulk email for those who don't know, right? Because you could send out so many at one time and you don't have to do this. I'm going to give you a short example, but now you send your constant contact email, right? Hey, my name's Dave at Results Staffing. Listen, I have these jobs available, right? If you text this number or word, you know, flow, material handler to it, right? And also like our Facebook page, put the link. Put your link of your Facebook page, right in that email, all your information, all of it. Text us number, where we're located, the pay rate. Oh my God, put that pay rate in there. Everybody sees it, you know, highlight it in red, put, you know, $12 an hour, 15, you know, and the wording, right? But then guess what happened? The next day, you'd come into work. Whoa, look at this, explode. They're all over the place. But everybody knew what positions they were applying for. So think about that. That's the best part about it. So that faded down, right? Now you're saying, now what? Go back to Text Us. Because on Text Us, they gave you a feature. A lot of people don't know this. Jake's no longer with Text Us, but I'm going to give him a shout out. So you go back to Text Us, right? And it would say you sent 500 texts. Only 300 of them actually responded, right? You can target the 200 that didn't, again, just make them separate and then put that with them. And so that was priceless. So then you could do it that way and you reach back out. So they're the kind of examples, and I could go on and on and on different things. But this next one's really going to blow your mind. So right now, between, like I talked about, getting your new pool of candidates, because I want to target some of the new candidates, because in the Lehigh Valley, listen, you have 10 staffing agencies all within the same place, right? So what happens is when they're released from one, they go right down to the next. They're released from there, they go right over to the next. Break the cycle, because now again, I'm going to go back to the VPs and the CEOs. Break the cycle. Stop now. This is your time to change. If you don't change now, I'm going to get off topic again. You don't change now, you're going to struggle. There's nobody out there that's going to tell me any difference, and I'm waiting for it, and I'll get back to that. But think about that. Change now. So now I'm going to tell you one more way to get some candidates that you're going to be like, holy crow. You can tell I'm old school, holy crow. With social media right now, do you know, check this out. Do you know that, let's just take example, Lehigh Valley, Bethlehem job group on social media. And if you remember, do you know that I can go on that page, any page of yours, doesn't matter, and I can pull a report Excel sheet from social media Facebook page, right? It'll just scroll and scroll and scroll. I watch it. Scroll, 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 right? At the end, it gives me all of your emails, everybody's cell phone number, and all their full name right there. All the information, because everybody says, well, I don't go on social media, right? If I was going after, say, direct hires, right? I'm going to hit those professional websites or professional Facebook groups because it's going to give me all the information I need, right? That's the best thing. So there it opens up to, I think I came up with 72,000. If I wanted to utilize it, I don't need it. But if anybody wants to buy them, 72,000 names and emails that have visited some of the pages that I've been on. So listen, I'm only one person, but can you imagine if your team knew how to utilize all that? Bring in a whole new candidate pool, right? Because how's it working for you now? I know it's not. You know, some of the companies are doing very well, and some of them are not, because I see it. Hey, we need still 10 more here, 15, 20. But think about the new candidate pool right now and what to do, how to find them right now. Because you're going to have, again, the new candidate pool is going to be totally different than what was out there just 2 months ago. Sometimes I don't want the old database that I have because I want to just start fresh and just find those people that really want to work too. Is they're going to have to come back into the workforce. So that's on that. One more subject. Video resumes. I cannot tell you the importance if you're on LinkedIn right now and it's free, right? Duck and Owl. Listen, whoever you utilize, I love Duck and Owl. They're, you know, Vikram and Colin, those guys are just awesome. I'm not just saying that. What I like about it, he's listened to me of some suggestions of how to improve it. Yes, the CFO listened to me. This man, I mean, not everybody knows everybody's business. You don't know, because now that I listen, I know some of my fellow recruiters said they would never listen, but I listen to what he says. Then I say what I want to say. So with video resumes, I just hired a person and put him in Virginia, right? Fredericksburg. I'm in PA, filled a job there with video resume. So all you do is upload your resume. That's it. Upload your resume to this link. So if you're sitting home right now, right, and you're unemployed, you're not sure what's going on, listen, I want to cut it short with me. If I don't work, I don't get paid. So if that's not incentive enough, I don't have a paycheck coming in just like everybody else. If I don't work, I don't get paid. So I understand it, right? I really do. But I'm trying to focus on what I want to do next. And what I mean by that is take that video resume, right? Do it. I hear the excuse, well, Dave, I don't want to do it. I don't like videos. You know what I say to that is sit in front of that mirror. You better start practicing, because it's going to be part of the new norm. It really is. It's a great tool, because when you get in staffing, when you get and the clients too, think about it. You get 400 resumes, let's just say. Everybody says to me, we don't hear back. I get it, because I get so many resumes that I'm like, I don't have time to go through them all. I don't. I probably miss some really good candidates. But what I like about the social media, with the video resume, is it gets you in front of the client, and it's a non-PDF form. So when you're sitting here having fun, and be yourself and show that funness of the questions, just like on an interview, because it is stressful looking at I'm tired of looking at this laptop, but think about it. The worst thing, this is live, so the worst thing you can do is just mess up. I didn't want to do this morning because you get so nervous. I'm not even looking at my notes now. You get so nervous of how to do it, but you gotta just take that chance, right? Take the chance. You have nothing to lose by just doing the video resume, because guess what? Now I can send that to any email. Yes, any email, personal, right? Get that personal email. So all you gatekeepers and HR directors out there and hiring managers, you're going to be seeing emails. Accept it from David Wilson Results Staffing. You're not going to be disappointed, right? Because you can really rate the clients, the candidates, which I like. And listen, I am only going to send candidates that do this. They have a good resume. Some of them, everybody says, well, it's not up to date. Okay. I offer a service from Optimum Resumes on my Facebook page that she's very reasonable. If you don't know how to do it, Google it. Find a friend. It's not that hard, right? Clean it up. So now you have the good resume, right? Now your video resume, we're all dressed up and dress the part. Impress the person that's going to sit there and watch, right? I hope by you watching me that you feel I'm an honest person, because I really am. But you get to know me prior to the interview. So now I send that, right? They want to connect with them. Now you're walking in. Guess what? The hiring manager kind of already knows you, so your ice is broken. Oh, hey, there she is. Or, there he is. Come here. So that gives you your chance and opportunity. Seriously, think about it. Because a lot of people's resumes have so many things on it. Oh my God, it's like a book. Whew. I'm not an expert in resumes, but wow, 3 pages? Whew. You need to cut that back. Never mind. Woo-wee, that's a good saying, right? So video resumes, woo-wee. I'm not looking at this video, but think about that for video resumes. So I will put the link on this. So you have nothing to lose. This is what I tell everybody. You know what? This is what you have to lose. Get this. You have to lose is you get a job. All right. We're all stressed. I'm stressed because the worst case, listen, I look at it this way. If this business, we all don't know what's going to happen. The worst thing is after I really want to get a job, a regular job. And that's all I have to worry about. That's the worst case scenario that can happen with me. And look at the smile, because I'd be like, I only have to work 8 to 5. I'll take that, baby. But if you're showing value, just like, when you're getting on your video, and explain to them what you've done in the past. It doesn't have to put all on that resume. It's just coming out of your voice, and laugh, right? Because Melissa came over, right? And she was saying, Dave, she was great. She came over and she couldn't figure it out. She was like, I can't do this. And right. She came over to the office and I'm like, I'm not listening. So she's over there talking and she's like pushing a button all over again, right? And she goes, Dave, all I want to do is work. I come to work every day. We just moved back. My husband, I said, I just want a job. I really work hard. I said, say that, right? She was over there. She did it, she got the interview and now she has a full-time job. So I was impressed with Melissa, and you know who you are, in Bethlehem. And she never would have gotten that job, probably, or an interview, if she didn't do the video resume. So enough on that. One more thing, and 35 minutes. Started doing a TV show. Your job postings on social media, really start getting creative how to post them, and if you're going to spend money, because I know Facebook's listening to me now with Alexa, but my organic reach is bad. It's horrible for me to sit there and say social media. I hope they're paying attention to it, because what's happening is a lot of the companies marketing and, hey, we can guarantee you this and all these likes, and you know what? They're not real, but they're spending the money. So for those who have not been in social media, when you post an ad, it's not just tossing it on there, because if you really look at the results, some of the stuff I post gets 4 organic reach. 4. I'll go broke, but videos are the way to go. If I could tell anybody out there, and I will post, if you look on LinkedIn, I post my results. I have nothing to hide here. And you've heard me numerous times. That organic reach, listen, if you have a magic pill besides spending a couple $100, I'll take it, because I share it, and yeah, you get some, but the results are slim, So really Start getting creative with that. Tell those recruiters, get outside, get out there. Who cares if you're working from home, and say, hey, I got jobs. Because I guarantee you, when I go on those job boards, right, Facebook, I do 20 some of them. Doesn't matter. I just sit here and click, hey, it's Dave Wilson, right? They're probably tired of seeing me, but there's that guy again. So you're listening to somebody that's telling you you have a job instead of the same thing. Well, just no pictures, just wording. So, all right, on that note, wow, 36 minutes. Whoever watched this whole entire thing, God bless you, because I don't know if I would, but change. Now's the time to change. So on that note, everybody, have a great day. And please reach out if you are looking for direct hires. I'm going to be focusing a little bit more on direct hires right now for within the other states and PA. Get a hint. The cost savings for myself doing direct hires is a lot different than some of the other staffing agencies. It's not saying that I'm cheaper, but it's a good way of, listen, with the virtual world now and being all set up, and I have a great team of 5 people. They might not be here. Let me tell you, I have the best team right now because I hold them accountable. Every single one of them, if I have an issue, they respond to me and help me. Because they know me, I'm gonna call them out. But my team is great, man. Text us, video, resumes, constant contact, watch point. It goes on and on. And even LinkedIn, social media, Hootsuite. Crazy. So, and Rod Batista over at the PA Career Link. So, I got to go. Talk to everybody soon.